Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing? Welcome to another WWE Fantasy Log. I am James Phoenix. With me are Jeff and John.
Hello.
What's up?
Jeff doesn't have video because he's a punk. And this is, of course, we're here on Thursday, which means it must be a pay-per-view. So we're going to take a look at WWE Payback.
Do we have to?
Unfortunately.
Hey, if you could be allowed to be 2 hours late with the scoring, I can be allowed to be tired. Fuck off.
I didn't say you couldn't be tired, but being tired and not being on video don't correlate.
You want me on video sleeping?
Yes.
I don't want you sleeping, period. Go get coffee.
You got points during the pay-per-view. You can't complain.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I lost some.
He did. Richter got negative points.
We don't even have that in the thing somehow.
Richter didn't get negative points. Richter got title points. What the fuck are you smoking?
What are you talking about? I got next to nothing, dude. I got a DQ win. That was all I got.
Yeah, but you still retained the Cruiserweight title. It still counts as a retention.
It does, but he still loses. He still loses 4 of the competition points for it being a DQ.
When that's the only victory you get in the night, that's fucking hollow.
I think you got more than that, but
No.
I'm like 500 points behind. A DQ title retention is a drop in the ring.
I mean, you've got some competition points. I mean, you had people in matches, but
yeah.
And Roman
thanks, Bailey, for those 5 points.
Roman gets the main event points.
Yeah, thanks, Roman, for those 3 extra points.
Honestly, did not expect Roman to lose, especially like that. I was like, wow, they just buried Roman. I'm okay with this.
It's because I took him. I told you. I'm poisoned for him. I told Jim we're going to set up like a PayPal so like fans can pay me to take him because that'll bury him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Richter.
Okay. So we're only doing Payback tonight. What the hell? Right, there's like weird shadows on my ceiling in the video. Anyway, I don't know what's going on back there. Might just be dark spots on the ceiling. Anyway, so this is just going to be Payback, so we're only going through this. This Saturday night will be the usual program where we do the Raw and the SmackDown and all that good stuff there.
All right.
Okay? Okay. So, let's go ahead and just take a quick look at the scores. Let me just go this over here to the score page real quick. There we go. And
Payback was weird. Most of it was, what the fuck? Did not expect that.
Kind of.
That was their whole idea of like, what random shit can we do that no one sees coming?
The entire pay-per-view.
Pretty much.
Basically. Okay, so if you take a look at the scores here, you can see that the Team Extreme still in the lead at 16-14. Followed by Certified Jerichoholic at 1398. That name will be changing as of Saturday. I'll deal with that later. And Team Apocalypse is still in third at 1125. The hell?
He's doing some Hardy Boys.
Oh. That definitely sounded more like porno music.
Well, I said he was doing them. I didn't say how.
Oh, okay. I got you. Lita's finally out of the way. He can take his rightful place.
Like, there's comments. I'm just going to do everyone a favor.
Anyway. So, top of the leaderboard is still TJ Perkins at 139.
TJP.
Yeah, he's now just going by TJP, apparently.
But we're going to keep him TJ Perkins.
Yeah, Austin Aries coming in at second at 135. Finn Balor at 120. AJ Styles at 116. Jeff Hardy at 115. Neville 108, tied with Randy Orton. Sami Zayn coming in at 106. Akira Tozawa at 104. And Matt Hardy rounding things out at 97. So definitely going to have some changes going on to that here.
Orton's about to drop all kinds of places by the end of this week.
Yeah. Orton didn't get shit. All right. Let's talk a little bit about Payback. Shall we? Payback emanated live from the SAP Center in San Jose, California. We open things up as per usual with the kickoff show. Your kickoff panel included Renee Young, Jerry the King Lawler, and Sam Roberts. Sasha Banks joined them and defended her friendship with Bayley briefly before leaving. So I guess I'll throw a little mini over to Sasha for that. Okay. We then had our pre-show match for the evening of Enzo and Cass versus Gallows and Anderson in a tag team match plan. The faces came out on top in that match. So we'll do Gallows and Anderson first. They each had 1 point for moves. So they're going to get 5 for competing. No, sorry, this is a pay-per-view. 8 for competing. Caught myself. And 1 for moves. So 9 points each to Gallows and Anderson. That's 52 for Gallows. And Carl Anderson is going to go to 59. Okay. And then Enzo and Cass. Enzo got the victory here, so we'll do Cass first. So Big Cass gets 15 points for being on the winning team. He gets 8 for competing, which is 13. And then he had 5 moves. 15. 8 for competing is 23, sorry. And 5 move points is 28 points to Big Cass. He was 72, and 8 is exactly 80. Enzo got a victory here, so Enzo's going to get 20 points. No wait, it's a pay-per-view, 30 points. For a match victory here. He's going to get 8 for competing in the match, is 38. And Enzo did not have any moves, so Enzo's just going to get 38 points. 48 is 57. No, 56.
I apologize if you can hear my fan. I turned the fan on in here because it's kind of.
That's all right. That happens. Don't worry about it. So what is it? 38. So I guess 48, and then 9 is 57. Yeah, I was right. Okay. 57 for Enzo. Okay. Rolling on through the pre-show, Jeff and Matt Hardy are backstage going over a game plan tonight when they're approached by the Golden Truth, who welcomed them back to Monday night to the WWE, and say that they're going to talk to Kurt Angle about potentially getting themselves a tag team title shot. And Matt says that he'd absolutely love a match, and it would be tremendous.
Of all the people to ask for title shots.
Yeah.
He's going broken, folks.
So that's promo points. We don't know that yet. Speculation. So I'm going to give promo to those guys. So that's 5 points. So that's 102 for Matt.
Well, considering he came out on Raw and literally did delete, yeah, he's kind of going broken.
The crowd did delete. He didn't do delete.
Yes, he did. He's well, we'll get to that on Saturday, but he was like, and here's our answer. And both he and Jeff did the delete. And he went, delete! And they ran to the ring. So they did the delete thing and ran to the ring.
No, Matt said, here's our answer, and he held up the microphone, and the crowd yelled delete.
Yeah, but then he did the motion, and if you watch his mouth, he actually, off mic, said, delete! And then they ran to the ring.
I don't know how you could see it when the camera was behind them, but okay.
No, it was facing them. That's how I could see how they were doing the motion, too.
Uh-huh. Anyway. So, all right, so then 5 points each to Golden Truth. Where's Gold Dust? There we go. 8. And 5 points to R-Truth. 8. Okay. Rolling on. Sheamus and Cesaro take place in the social media lounge, where they answer some questions. So they're going to get 5 points each. 64. And Cesaro. 77. Okay. We then cut to the ring for tonight's edition of Miz TV. Miz and Maurice go out to the ring and they welcome Finn Balor. When he gets out there, Miz makes fun of Finn Balor's 5-minute entrance. And then runs down Balor's accomplishments that says that basically Balor is too small and fights with his heart instead of his brain, and that his year has basically been a failure. He asks him what's next, and Balor says he wants his Universal title back. And Miz reminds Balor that Lesnar holds it now, and that really doesn't even stand a chance against the Beast. But, that's fine with Balor, who gets in Miz's face and Miz says that, you really getting in the ring with Brock Lesnar? I would re-injure you, Finn Balor. Do you really want to get in the ring with Brock? Miz and Maurice they also talk about the Balor Club. And Balor talks about all his fans being in the Balor Club. And Miz and Maurice ask if they could join. And Balor's like, oh, it's not really my decision. It's more of a group decision. You guys think they should be in the Balor Club? And there's a loud booing. Although Maurice got a better reaction than Miz. And then Balor hits the Miz with a sling blade and then hits the running drop kick. So promo to Miz and Maurice.
And Balor.
I'm getting there. Hang on. Promo to Miz and Maurice. So that'd be 5. Is 54. And the Miz. Where the heck? 2 is 63. Then the Miz is going to get 5 for a... Finn Balor is going to get 5 for a promo. 4 for an out-of-match assault is 9. And 2 moves is 11 points Balor. I'm going to put him at 131. Rolling along. So we start off the pay-per-view proper, and we open up with the WWE United States Championship match.
The first, what the fuck did I just watch?
And the first surprise of, this is the highest ranked title being defended tonight. How is this opening the show?
Because Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has basically absorbed or inherited the Undertaker's ability to main event even when he doesn't have a title.
Okay.
Because it's his yard now, therefore he is the main event, regardless if he's got a title.
Okay then.
That's my logic, and I'm sticking to it.
Why not? So Kevin Owens defends the United States Championship against Chris Jericho. Owens rolls outside, but Jericho beats him down. They go back and forth. Owens and Jericho reverse some of each other's signature moves because they know each other just so well.
Canadian telepathy.
Lion Salt gets blocked and countered into a cannonball. Papa Powerbomb gets countered into a Frankensteiner into the walls.
It was a good match.
Beat down outside. Owens manages to get out of the walls of Jericho by barely using the one finger as he did the last time they fought. And so Jericho takes Owens outside the ring and slams his hand between the stairs and the ring post. And proceeds to take him back in the ring. Owens pokes Jericho in the eyes behind the ref's back and goes for a powerbomb, but his injured hand prevents him from actually hitting the move. So Jericho manages to drop Owens and apply the walls again, and this time due to the arm being slammed in the stairs, Owens is not able to grab the ropes, and Owens has to tap out, making Jericho your new United States champion.
Which makes no goddamn sense given what we knew they had to do come SmackDown.
Jericho grabs the U.S. belt and celebrates with fans at ringside, including grabbing a kid's homemade list and signs it and telling the kid he made the list.
Oh, I think he told the kid he made the list and was about to put him on the list, and then you see this grin creep across Jericho's face, and he flips the list around to show it to the camera, and in big ass letters it says KO on it. The kid had put KO on the list. And Jericho pointed to it, was like, yeah, and gave him the list back.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you put KO on the list? You just unmade the list.
I was disappointed that Jericho did not come out in his light-up jacket that Dean Ambrose gave him on Raw.
Yeah, well.
So, Kevin Owens is going to get himself 8 points for competing at the pay-per-view and 7 points for moves. He is going to be 15 points to Kevin Owens. Is 104 and 5 is 109 for KO. Top 10.
Was this like a no DQ match or something, since they were using like stairs and stuff?
Well, nobody picked up and hit each other with the stairs. They just slammed each other's wrist in the stairs, which is legal, surprisingly.
Would that? So would that at least constitute weapon or an object using the stairs?
I don't know. What do you think, John?
Did he actually like hit him with the stairs?
No, he brought Kevin Owens over, and then he pulled the stairs out, and he put KO's arm between the stairs and the ring post, and then he kicked the stairs.
Oh.
It was assault with a foreign object. Not that Jim needs more points, but because usually it's people dropping other people on the stairs, but Jericho actually slammed the stairs into his hand, which, in my opinion, would constitute assault.
Yeah, might as well go with that.
Okay.
Because it's like in that weird middle area where it's not exactly hitting him with it, but it's not
hitting him with it.
Yeah, but it's not just dropping him on it. So
yeah. Okay. So let's see here. So Chris Jericho, what do we got? Chris Jericho gets 30 points for winning a match. He gets 40 points for winning the U.S. title. So that's 70 points. 8 for competing is 78. Another 8 move points is 86. And 5 for the OMG is 91 points to Chris Jericho.
OMG?
Oh, weapon. Sorry. You're right. That's what's a weapon point worth now? 4? 3?
3? I think it's 3.
It's worth a minimization and a failure.
Let me see here. Finishing move, specialty, no, where the hell is it? Foreign object uses 3. Okay, so I was wrong. So 89 points to Chris Jericho. My apologies.
Your new champion.
Your new Zack Ryder.
You gave him champion points too, right?
Yes, I counted that. That's how do you think it got to 89?
I don't know. It's the score of Jericho.
Rack it up, man.
Pretty much.
There you go. I'm gonna miss Jericho.
We're all gonna miss Jericho.
Well, you're
This was a
apparently
really
not gonna
good
give him his
run.
points.
I'm calculating 89 plus 54 is 143 for Chris Jericho.
Damn.
Well, he won the highest ranked title on the program. What do you expect? Okay. Moving along.
Yes.
Well, just out of curiosity.
Yes.
It's going down. Yeah, that puts Jericho in first, too. Yeah. Okay, then. We'll see how long that lasts. Moving along. Here we go. Recap. So following this match, our next match is a one-on-one match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship with your champion Neville. Defending against Austin Aries, AA.
What the fuck? Outcome number 2.
I saw this coming.
I didn't. I thought Aries was actually going to finally win this.
Well, no, I saw this coming mid-match. Because here's what happened. So they open up with some evenly matched back-and-forth action. They suicide dive each other a few times. Aries hits an STO and a pendulum elbow and basically takes complete control. Elbow drops a back suplex, running elbow to the face, just beating the crap out of him. Sunset flip powerbomb. And Aries locks in the last chancery. Now, as I watched this and I saw him lock in the last chancery and Neville struggling to reach the rope, I'm looking at this and I'm like, that ref is really close, Neville. If you want, you could. If Neville was smart, knowing his range, he would grab it. He would do something like hit the referee to get himself DQ'd to avoid having to tap out. Sure enough, I have ring awareness. So yeah.
Yeah, but the problem
surroundings.
is that makes too much sense, and this is WWE, so therefore you don't expect it.
Yeah, but it's Neville. Neville breaks the rules of WWE because he makes sense. He is as good in the ring as he claims to be.
But he's not the one that affects the match outcomes. So therefore, your argument's invalid.
No, but the guys do still get some input into the match.
John looked like he was going to say something.
No.
Okay.
So Austin Aries grabs the referee by the shirt and throws him backward over Austin Aries, resulting in the referee disqualifying Neville. Yeah, Neville. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I said Neville.
No, you said Austin Aries grabs the ref and throws him over Austin Aries.
All right. Neville grabs the ref and throws him backward over Austin Aries, resulting in the ref disqualifying Neville, giving Austin Aries a disqualification victory, but allowing Neville to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. So, since Neville technically lost, we'll do Neville first.
Fuck you, Neville.
So Neville is going to get himself, let's see, that's the Cruiserweight title. So that retention is worth 20 points. He's going to get 8 points for competing as 28. That's it. That's 28 points. And then he's going to lose 4 points because he got himself disqualified intentionally. So that's going to bring him back down to 24 points for Neville.
The only positive thing that happened to my team, and somehow that warrants a fuck you, Neville.
Yep.
Just want to point that out. The most points I gained for any match is 20-4.
Yeah.
And that's a fuck you, Neville.
Not because he got you points, just because of how he won. I'm like, fuck you.
That's 132 for Neville. Rolling along. It's then time for the Raw Tag Team title match, Flya, with the Hardy Boys defending against Cesaro.
This one was kind of a foregone conclusion, but it could have gone either way.
And this is a great back and forth match. These guys left it all in the ring.
Yeah.
There was just all kinds of stuff going back and forth. Reversals, moves. There was a white noise off the second rope.
Tag team maneuvers left and right and center.
The big swing of the sharpshooter. Yeah, there was some poetries in motion, couple whispers in the wind. All kinds of good stuff.
It was a double whisper in the wind.
Yeah. Counters, all kinds of good stuff. But at the end, Sheamus fights out of a twist of fate attempt by Matt and DDTs him and goes to pin him, but he did not realize that Jeff blind tagged himself in several minutes prior. And so by the time Sheamus learns Matt's not the legal man, Jeff nails Sheamus with a swanton bomb off the top rope and gets the victory.
I think John is frozen. Oh, no, he's moving. And that's pretty cool too, because he swanton onto Sheamus's back because Sheamus was pinning Matt.
Yeah, which was neat.
So it was pretty nice.
Indeed. So Jeff and Matt shake Sheamus and Cesaro's hands after the match, and they celebrate in the ring and hold up their titles, and they winners' hands. Sheamus and Cesaro leave, but then come back out of nowhere and attack the Hardys and beat the shit out of them. Sheamus Bro kicks Jeff into a ring post, and then Cesaro holds Matt back while Sheamus Bro kicks him too.
Also, somewhere in the match, I think it was Sheamus kicked Jeff in the face and knocked a tooth out.
Yeah, Jeff lost a tooth in this match.
2 more and you go full Canadian crippler.
Yeah.
I mean, who?
Knock out a few more, you go full Foley.
Yes.
So we'll go ahead and do Cesaro first. So Sheamus had 2 move points, and he gets 8 for competing as 10, and 4 for the out-of-match assault. Would be 14 points. Let me just check. Because I think, because his 2 moves were the 2 bro kicks he hit post-match. He didn't actually hit anything. No, that's not true. He hit an Irish curse. So wait a minute.
And a white noise off the top rope.
Okay, so Sheamus actually have 4 move points. I don't know what the hell happened there. Okay, anyway. So that would be 8 for competing. That would be 4 for the assault is 12, and 4 for the moves is 16 points Sheamus. There is Sheamus in here. So 16 points puts him at 80, and even 80. Now, Cesaro He had himself 8 for competing, and 4 for the assault is 12, and he had 3 moves is 15 points to Cesaro. He's 87, and then 5 is 92. All right, meanwhile, let's see, Jeff got a victory, so we'll do Matt first. So Matt is going to get 8 points for, let's see. So Matt's going to get 15 for a title retention. He's going to get 15 for being on the winning team is 30. 8 for competing is 38. And another 8 points for moves is 46.
You factored in pay-per-view points for everyone, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Puts Matt in the top 10. And then Jeff Hardy got a win here.
I mean, puts Matt in the top 10. He's always been in the top 10.
No, he got knocked out earlier.
Oh.
And then he was on the very bottom, so when we started. Anyway, so Jeff is going to get himself, let's see. Jeff gets 30 points for winning the match. 15 for a title retention is 45. 8 for competing puts that up to 53. And 4 move points is 57 to Jeff Hardy. And puts him at 177.
And the top spot.
And the lead, yes. All right. So we cut backstage where Braun Strowman cuts a promo saying Roman Reigns is a wounded animal and that he's going to put him out of his misery tonight.
Points to Strowman.
Promo points to Braun Strowman. All right. Oops, that was a minimize. I'll do that.
Do, do, do.
Do. No. All right, so following Braun Strowman's promo, it's time for the Raw Women's Championship match of Bayley defending against Alexa Bliss.
The third what the fuck outcome.
Bayley takes to Alexa early on, repeatedly slams her head into the corner. Alexa comes back and uses a series of holds to try to keep Bayley grounded, but she fires up Snake Eyes as her and then hits some suplexes. Running elbows, clotheslines, just throwing what she has at her. Things go to the top where Bayley goes for her second Bayley to belly of the night, but the second reversal of the night into a sunset flip this time. Alexa goes for a moonsault, but Bayley blocks it, flying elbow off the top for a near fall. Alexa slaps Bayley, which gets her fired up, and there's a series of punches and kicks. Bliss manages to trip Bayley into the ring post, and the referee tries to stop Alexa to check on Bayley. Bayley goes for a small package, but Alexa manages to get out and hit her new snap DDT finisher to capture the Raw Women's Championship and become the first woman to have held both the SmackDown Live and Raw Women's Championships.
Alexa didn't throw Bayley into the turnbuckle. She, I think she kicked out of something and shoved her that way and face first into the bottom of the turnbuckle.
She tripped her. It was a drop toe hold.
I'm fairly certain it was not.
I'm fairly certain you're incorrect. But either way, regardless, she went in the corner. Doesn't really matter how.
Because the commentators, especially on the following Raw, kept talking about how Alexa she's basically, I know she's like an ultimate opportunist. The opportunity presented itself when she inadvertently kicked Bayley into that turnbuckle and she saw her opportunity and took it. So I'm fairly certain it could not have been a drop toe hold because that would have indicated that she did that intentionally, which she did not.
Yeah, either way.
That, and you can't drop toe hold under the bottom rope. That doesn't work, Jim.
She didn't drop toe hold her under the bottom rope. She dropped toe holded her into the corner.
No, but the move that allowed her to do the DDT was like a kick out type move that shoved Bayley like shoulder first and neck first into that corner under the bottom rope.
No, the pinfall was after that.
Yeah, she did that, and then Bayley pulled out, and then she stood up as Bayley tried to get up from that, and then she turned around right into that DDT.
Right, but that was after she went into the ring post corner.
Oh.
because Alexa tripped Bailey into the ring post, and then the referee pulled Alexa off to check on Bailey, and then Bailey went for a last-ditch small package on Alexa out of the corner, and then when Alexa kicked out, Bailey ended up outside, and then she pulled her through for the DDT.
Yeah. So Alexa now has an impact finisher, which is ironic considering what you just said on the last show of, man, I wish they'd give Alexa an impact move.
And they did, and it works. I approve.
Yeah. I have to say, this match was actually pretty good. I was impressed.
Yes. I would have been more impressed if she hit that and then finished up with the Twisted Bliss.
Yeah. But then she wouldn't have had an impact finisher.
True.
And it's a pretty good impact finisher. She does it fairly well.
But then again, you could store two finishers. You can use both. It's allowed.
Yeah. But what were you gonna say, Sean?
I just said I don't like her new finisher. She shouldn't be winning. Not against Bailey. Bailey hasn't wrestled since WrestleMania, and they're just like, fuck it. Take the belt off. Like, thanks, guys.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Yeah.
Thanks, crazy ass WWE.
Yep. So Bailey is gonna get 8 points for competing at the pay-per-view. And as far as I was able to let's see, and I think as far as I was able to gather, she only hit 2 official moves in the match.
No, she hit 3.
She had the head slams in the corner, the running elbows.
Oh, she had more than that then, because she had. You said you just said in the recap she had 2 Bailey to bellies and the elbow drop.
She had 2 attempted Bailey to bellies. They were both countered.
Or
the elbow drop.
They're belly to Bailey's.
Yes.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, she hit the elbow drop though. That's a signature move, or a finisher actually. I think she won with that once, so I guess it's technically a finisher.
All right, so 3 then.
Randy Savage elbow drop.
I was only off by 1, so fair enough. So Bailey gets 8 for competing, and 3 puts her at 11 points to Bailey.
See, John, I'm trying to get you points.
Oh yeah, that 1 point. Thanks. You could just not take my titles. How about that?
Alexa Bliss is going to get herself a fuck ton of points. Let's see here. Alexa Bliss gets 50 points for winning the women's title. She gets 30 for winning a pay-per-view match, is 80. She gets 8 for competing in the match, is 88. She had 7 move points, is 95.
Damn.
So
shit, does that put her in the lead?
5 plus her existing 62, 157.
No, not quite.
Okay.
That puts her in the top 10.
It does. All right, so following this match, we cut to Randy Orton in a limousine.
Jet flying, limousine riding.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Yeah, and the next what the fuck outcome.
This is a what the fuck outcome. This is a what the fuck everything.
Pretty much.
So Randy Orton is in the limousine, and apparently the location of the House of Horrors is known to nobody except the limo driver. As the commentators are saying, "Oh my God, what happened to Randy Orton? Can we get an address on this place? Somebody's got to go check on Randy Orton." It's like you could ask that driver. I'm assuming he works. I'm assuming he's at least on the WWE payroll at least for tonight. He's probably got a cell phone.
True.
But anyway, he delivers Randy Orton to the front of the House of Horrors that is for sale.
Only $36,000.
Is that what it said? I didn't notice.
I don't know. That's what I read.
Okay. And the house has a blue light effect over it.
It has multiple lights inside it.
Yep. A tractor rolls by with no one driving it. This is directed very similar to a TV horror movie.
By the way, for those keeping tabs at home, I want you to pay close attention to how Jim describes this House of Horrors, and then keep in the back of your mind that Vince McMahon was worried this was going to turn out not that great, and he ended up loving it. Just keep that in the back of your head as Jim describes this clusterfuck. Go.
Mm-hmm. Also keep in the back of your mind that in an interview after the pay-per-view, Jerry the King Lawler called out how shit this was.
Yes, he did. and because he said he's a huge fan of horror movies, so he was looking forward to seeing what they were going to do with this, and he was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I ain't scared of dolls. What the fuck?"
Yeah, we're gonna get there. So Randy Orton cautiously walks to the house, and the camera cuts to weapons and things in the house. Wyatt attacks Orton from behind in the living room and starts beating him down and talking trash, throwing him onto the couch and onto the floor. Wyatt leaves the room and allows Orton to recover as he continues walking down a hall, and an arm comes out from a wall and grabs him by the throat, but he manages to fight the arm off. Orton walks into a room with a bunch of dolls hanging from the ceiling by strings, and he kind of reaches up and kind of pulls one down. There's a lot of quick camera cuts and crying baby sound effects. Wyatt attacks Orton from behind again, when Orton fights him off and Wyatt disappears back into the house. Orton then makes his way through the house to the kitchen, where he and Bray start brawling again. But this time Orton gets the better and pummels Bray on the floor. He grabs a frying pan as a weapon, but Wyatt punches him in the nuts before he can use it. He then pushes... there's some dirty dishes being used. And then Bray Wyatt grabs the refrigerator, which is very dirty and has things scribbled in the dirt, and tips it over on top of Randy Orton.
Also, that Orton was in ring gear and black jeans. It's like, okay, I guess that's his street fight gear now.
It wasn't ring gear, it was just his black jeans and some shoes.
No, but the upper part was ring gear. He had like his elbow pads and shit.
Did he have his elbow pads? I didn't notice. Okay.
Yeah, he was wearing his ring gear and black jeans.
Fair enough. I wouldn't say elbow pads constitute ring gear, but fair enough. Anyway, so after having a fridge dropped on Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt falls his knee, is coughing and sputtering like he just ran a marathon, and then manages to stumble his way out of the House of Horrors. He falls over outside of the front lawn, coughing and sputtering some more, and then raises his arms in his Bray Wyatt pose as there's some more camera effects, and the lights on the house turn from blue to red. Because that's a power he has now.
He has the power to emanate raw colors because he's raw now.
Basically. So Bray Wyatt stumbles over into the back of the limousine, still coughing and sputtering, and instructs the driver to take him to the arena. As it was explained at the beginning of this match would start in the House of Horrors, but it would have to end in the ring at the arena by either pinfall submission or a forfeiture.
And yeah, Orton had black elbow pads and wristbands.
Okay. So Bray Wyatt gets in the limo and makes his way back to the arena. The limo driving away as Bray Wyatt sings, "He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole wide world in his hand." The commentator shows some concern for Randy Orton and wonder where the House of Horrors might be located so they can send some medical team. And they wonder if Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton's got a fridge on top of him somewhere. He's clearly not going to be back here, so Bray Wyatt's going to win by forfeiture if he gets back here and gets in the ring. Well, we have to do something in the meantime while we're waiting for that to happen.
Based on his image, Orton was in fact wearing his ring boots.
Okay. Fair enough. So, I'm going to wait and give points at the end of the second portion of this match.
Well, yeah, because the match isn't over, because the match is supposed to end in the ring.
Yeah, and there were no move points for this segment, so.
Yeah, because as of right now, we don't have a winner, so.
Right. So we come back to the arena.
But we have, like, how many people subscribe? We have that many losers, apparently.
Yeah.
Sounds like this match was just awful.
This was complete and utter garbage.
This match was god-awful.
This was terrible.
Like, let's put it this way, John. You saw the WrestleMania match, yes?
No.
Okay, it was better than the WrestleMania match. I'll give it that.
I imagine this was just going to be a ridiculously poor man's bootleg of the Hardys match.
Kind of.
The Hardys match sounded awesome compared to this.
It was, because it was so fucking cheesy that they didn't take it seriously. It sounds like this one was taken seriously, which makes it sadder.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because the Wyatt compound match wasn't that good either.
No,
if
not
anyone
really.
remembers that.
Yeah. Well, that was just a blatant ripoff of total nonstop deletion.
Yeah.
But not as good because they didn't have Matt Hardy directing it.
Yeah.
They also didn't have drones in a lake of resurrection and shit.
You know, for the House of Horrors match, they should have got someone like Ridley Scott or someone to direct it to make it actually look good.
Yes, because Vince can afford that.
He can afford anything. Isn't he like the richest guy in the fucking country?
No.
Not even close.
No.
Bill Gates says what?
Yeah,
Jeff
that's true.
Bezos or whatever.
But
No,
he could probably has
You have
contacts.
to remember, Vince McMahon is the millionaire who should be a billionaire.
There you
True.
go.
He should probably still have contacts, though. He could probably get a good horror director to do it to make it look good.
No, yeah, but no, like I said, he has contacts in Hollywood, but his contacts with the people that have directed WWE movies.
They've done some horror movies. It has to be better than the bullshit they threw together.
I mean, it probably if they got the See No Evil guy, it probably would have been better. Yes.
Yeah, go call Congressman Kane and ask him for the director's phone number.
That's a WWE Films movie. I'm sure WWE has that dude's phone number.
It's with the limo drivers. They don't know where it is, though.
And he's not Congressman Kane. He's Mayor Kane.
Mayor Kane. Fair enough.
Mayor Kane.
Did he win?
I don't think the election happened yet.
Oh, okay. Mayor
You can't be
Kane.
mayor without a sweet mustache and beating up the Mad Gear gang. So
Yes. Yes. And Kane's in shape enough to do that, to do that part, too.
I don't get it.
That's okay. It's before your time.
Yeah, he's running for the mayoral seat in Knox County, Tennessee.
So he's going to be Rusev's mayor?
I don't know.
no, oh shit.
Because Rusev and Lana live in Tennessee. I don't
Yeah,
know
but
what
not
city,
in Knoxville.
I don't know what city they live in, but they live in.
No, he's gonna be Big Bart's mayor. Isn't that his name?
Yes.
There you go.
Apparently his competition is the current mayor is term limited and can't run again. The current Knox County commissioner has appointed a treasurer and made it clear he plans to run for mayor as well.
Up against the big red machine.
Yes.
Good luck with that.
We'll see what happened. The election. Actually, no. The election was on May. The election is May 1st of next year. So
Oh, okay.
we're a little ahead. We're getting there.
Fair enough. Good luck, Kane.
Good luck to Kane, indeed. All right. So anyway, Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe is going to happen while we wait for Bray Wyatt to make his way back to the arena.
This was pretty much a foregone conclusion match, which makes me sad.
Yeah, but this is a good match, though. They had great back and forth action.
It was. It still made me sad.
Yeah, it was great. The match ended a little weirdly after Joe put Rollins down with a really stiff lariat and applied a sleeper hold. He attempted to transition into the coquina clutch, but Rollins flipped him backward and pushed Joe down into a pinfall, which gave him the victory.
I also noticed one thing. I don't know if you noticed it, Jim.
Yeah.
Severe lack of a Rollins finisher.
He's got that new one that nobody likes.
He didn't use it at all. It never came out.
Unlike those photos he took.
He did knee him in the face at ringside, but it wasn't with the finisher.
Yeah. Like, he didn't even go for the pedigree. So, literally, Rollins had no finisher for this match and still won. I'm like, wait, what?
Well, gee, I wonder why. Joe spent 2/3 of the match assaulting his bad knee and then putting it in a knee bar.
You can still knee him in the face.
I wouldn't, but yeah, you could.
Yeah, you could do it, but number one, that would just blow his. If it's his bad knee, it'll blow it back out again. If it's the other knee, he has no backup knee to support the knee that he's lifting.
I think like using a running knee for a finisher would be better if he went with like the Lex Luger thing of like there's a metal plate in there and you're just like, oh no, he's hitting him with the plate. He's just like, I'm attacking you with my bad knee. I'm like, that seems like a really bad idea, but okay.
Yeah, right.
He's taking no precautions, as Michael Cole would say.
Yeah, right.
While he's getting his knee taped up.
They should have given him an arm move, I think.
Like the Heartbreak Kid has returned. I'm going to attack you with my back.
Yes. He's fucking rolling sentons or whatever the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Rolling thunder. That's what I picture him doing.
There's over 5 pounds of steel in that surgically repaired spine.
They should have given him the Hurricane's finishing move.
The choke slam?
No. The
The
one from
vertebreaker?
behind. No, that would be cool, but I don't think his knee could take it. No, the kind of like final cut style move with his arm, the one from behind where he comes down on like that. He bends him back in a reverse headlock and then spins around and drops his arm on him.
Let's see. Eye of the Hurricane?
That's the one.
Spinning headlock elbow drop.
Yeah, we should give him that.
That'd be interesting.
No one else is using it. That's an awesome move. When the Hurricane was in the video game, I always took that move because it looked damn cool. I think that's still in the game, actually, now I think about it. Maybe.
It's probably just called something else.
Yeah.
Probably.
The F.
It's probably called spinning. It's probably called spinning reverse headlock.
Yeah.
Arm, whatever it is you said it was.
Yeah, probably. So anyway, Seth Rollins picked up a victory in this match. So Samoa Joe gets 8 points for competing and 3 for moves. That's going to be 11 points to Samoa Joe. Where the hell is Samoa Joe? Oh, here we go.
Getting buried.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe was doing so good when I initially got him. Now he's getting buried. What the fuck?
That's 11 points. That's 60. Puts him at 70. 70. And then Seth Rollins is going to get 30 points for winning a match. He's going to get 8 for competing in it. It's 38. He's going to get 5 move points. It's going to be 43 points to Seth Rollins.
5 moves and not a 1 was a finisher.
9, 23.
That's the problem with Samoa Joe is they probably are going to use him mostly for enhancement, but like he really needs a good run because he's fucking good.
Yeah, he's fucking old.
I know that's why they're just like, hey, let's use him to get over other people, and it's like, no,
he's not that old.
Yeah,
he's probably right in the sweet spot of he's old, but he's prime old, so he can still do it and have a good run before he gets Undertaker old.
Yeah.
Or John Cena old.
Undertaker.
Samoa Joe is 38.
Yeah, see, he's right in that sweet spot where he could have another good run for like a year or two and then call it. Because Cena's like over 40 now, but when Cena was 38.
Ancient.
Yeah. He's like in that fucking Cena dynasty sweet spot age.
Yeah. Maybe.
We all know the real reason is because Vince didn't make him.
And the other thing, too, with Samoa Joe above everybody else on the fucking roster, he could probably go far longer than most of the people because he's the Samoan submission machine. It's not like he's doing anything Impact related. He's choking your ass out. You don't have to do much to choke somebody out.
Tyson Kidd says what?
Tyson Kidd says he has a broken freaking back.
Yeah, because Samoa Joe hit him with a fucking Impact move and nearly murdered him. Gee, I wonder why Joe's not getting pushed. I wonder why Joe's not getting pushed.
No, you know what? He rarely uses that move. They should have pushed him as a submission monster instead of an Impact monster. But no, Vince has a fetish for Impact moves, and yeah, and because of that fetish, you see what happened to the roster in the last year and a half.
Yeah, and the last time Vince tried to push a heavily submission guy to the main event, oh, I wonder what happened.
You could cuss him out of a career by giving him a fucking Impact move. I rest my case. You shouldn't give an Impact move to somebody who doesn't need an Impact move.
Yeah.
D-Bry was doing just fine without an Impact move. Then he got the fucking knee plus and concussed himself out of a career.
That had nothing to do with the knee plus.
Yeah. Actually,
his running knee is awesome. That's a great move.
Actually, what concussed him out of a career was, I don't know, their decision to fucking tombstone him 5 times in one night.
Yeah.
I thought it was the ladder match.
That too.
It all started with with the tombstone thing they did to write him off the TV. I'm pretty sure that re-aggravated the concussion and just killed his career right there.
It may have.
Because you don't take like 5 tombstones on various fucking weapons and not get concussed once with Daniel Bryan's history. That doesn't happen.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Not that they knew his history, but still, even a regular person, I wouldn't risk it because that many tombstones, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get concussed on one of them.
Yeah. Moving along.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to the back and we see Bray Wyatt's limo arrive at the arena.
Wait, what? Seth Rollins is actually calling his new finisher the Kingslayer, despite the fact he never once used it against Triple H.
Yeah.
It should be Praise Kneesus, but
Yes.
Praise Kneesus. It should just be called Knees to Faces. He should just make that his finishing move.
That would work too.
Oh shit, there you go. Just give him that back. Jesus Christ. He could do that?
What?
A standing Shiranui. Holy shit.
Oh, his Tyler Black finisher? Yeah.
He called it the Skywalker. Give him fucking that back. Jesus. You don't need a good knee to be able to do that. You just need it good enough to be able to jump it because he lands sitting down. So it's not like he's going to hurt his knee coming down unless he fucks it up. Then again, it is Seth Rollins. He fucks up landings left, right, and center.
he's Launchpad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But give him that. That's fucking awesome. That sounds amazing.
Hashtag Disney Afternoon Retro Game Collection. Available now wherever fine games are sold.
I can't wait to buy that when it's on sale.
Though I'm pretty sure the reason they're not giving him that is because they reacquired the Man with a Plan.
I'm the man with a plan.
Because that's kind of his finishing move, the corner version, the sliced bread. That's a Shiranui.
Right. Gotcha. Fair
But
enough.
still, God, Rollins could do that?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Indeed. So Bray Wyatt arrives back at the arena in his limousine. And he stumbles out of said limousine, still hacking up a lung. He stumbles his way down the hallway. And the lights go out and his music hits. And somewhere along the way to the ring, he managed to grab his lantern. And he stumbles down the ramp with his lantern and has to stop at the top of the stage to catch his breath again. And then he hobbles his way down the ring with his lantern as the fireflies go off. And one asshole in the front row had a red light. One asshole had his phone with a fucking red light just sticking out. Just great. Good job.
Asshole.
Pretty much. So Bray Wyatt makes his way into the ring. And he stands in the ring and puts his lantern to the side and raises and puts his arms to the side as the lights come back up, only to reveal Randy Orton standing directly behind him with a steel chair.
Mm-hmm.
Much to the shock and awe of the commentators. So Bray Wyatt turns around and is kicked in the gut and hit in the back with said chair. And beats him down with it. And he throws Bray Wyatt out of the ring and slams him into the announce table, then hits the draping DDT off the announce table onto the floor. He then hits Bray with the chair some more, throws him back in the ring, sets up for an RKO when the Bollywood boys come out of nowhere and attack Randy Orton from behind.
The Singh brothers.
Orton hits one of them with a running power slam and the other one with something else, and then Bray gets up and eats an RKO. Before Orton can pin him, however, Jinder Mahal jumps in from the crowd and bashes Randy Orton in the back of the skull with a WWE Championship belt that he stole on SmackDown. This gives Bray an advantage, and he manages to get up and nail Orton with a Sister Abigail for the victory.
Fuck you, Jinder. I get points. Fuck you, Jinder. I get points. I would have got more if he hadn't done that. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so we're going to do this whole freaking thing here. So we'll start off with Randy Orton. So let's see here. Okay, so Randy Orton gets 8 points for competing in this match. He gets 3 points for competing in a specialty match, is 11. And 2 move points for the draping DDT and the RKO is 13 points to Randy Orton.
Weapons.
16 points to Randy Orton.
Yeah, I would have got by far more
And then
points if
another
Jinder hadn't interfered.
is 124. Randy's back in the top 10.
For now.
Bray Wyatt's going to get 30 points for winning this match. He's going to get 10 points for winning a specialty match. Is 40. He's going to get 8 points for competing in it. Is 48. 3 points for competing in a specialty is 51. Bray Wyatt had 2 moves is 53. And 3 points for weapons is 56 points to Bray Wyatt. Yes. 6 plus Bray's existing 62 is 118 to Bray Wyatt. Okay.
The Singh brothers get interference.
Yeah, the Singhs and Jinder Mahal do get interference.
Woohoo.
The Singh's first. Jinder gets more.
Yeah. And if you don't know, John, that's that is Samir and Sunil Singh is their new name.
They have changed their names. You must now learn them, for they are on your roster.
I don't have to learn them. They're always the Bollywood boys.
That's true. Anyway, so let's say that's what's an interference now? 6 points, so that'll put him at 16 each.
The most points they've ever had.
Yes, and then Jinder Mahal is up here. He's going to get 6 interference points and a weapon use.
Mm-hmm.
Is 9 points to him, which is going to put him at 88.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's going to get more crazy when he gets new champion points and pay-per-view win points.
Indeed.
That'll be like all the done.
All the done.
If they give him the belt, I'll be like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to be on this ring anymore.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
You realize you're talking about Jinder Mahal. That shouldn't ever be a thing. I'm sorry.
I know. I agree with you, but unfortunately, that's the direction they're going.
Yep.
Because they're not going to build all this up and not give him the title. That'd be stupid. That'd be crap payoff.
You got to give Jinder Mahal some level of credit, though. He's easy to hate, and he looks the part. Dude is
steroided up.
He is fucking jacked.
He's steroided up.
Yeah, he did.
And it just makes him look even better, the fact that he's about 1.5 feet taller than the Bollywood boys. If you watch,
I will admit they make a good faction. I will admit that.
They do. It's great. It's awesome.
One thing that would be better, and I think one thing that completely throws the entire look of Jinder and the faction off, is Jinder's hair.
Okay.
He has like a fucking afro. He should have slicked back hair, but he comes out with a fucking mop top. It just throws the look off.
Fair enough. That's why he wears the turban.
Because like you look at like the Bollywood boys, they have straight slicked hair, and it's like, dude, Jinder should be sporting the same look, so they look the same, and so it looks like they're a faction. But you know, he comes out into like a mop top. You're just like, wait, dude, what?
Yep.
It's like, dude, you're not supposed to come out wrestling with a fucking perm. What the hell?
Got my hair did.
Yep. I'm just waiting until Vince realizes he can capitalize more, and they inevitably expand their faction with the Great Khali.
It's not gonna happen. He's too old.
He's still heavily on the indie circuit. I don't know if he's wrestling, but he shows up at things. They can have him just walk around and stand behind the group and look at Tim and get chopped somebody in the head once in a while.
So is Rey Mysterio, but you don't see him coming back to wrestle because he's too old.
Rey Mysterio's wrestling in Mexico and kicking ass.
In the UK.
And the UK.
He's too old for WWE. He's too injury prone. I mean, I put to you, they fired Tajiri for being 47.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that he's probably in better shape than half the goddamn roster and can go just fine.
The Hardy Boys say what? They're like fucking 50.
Exactly.
How Jericho's almost 50.
Exactly. But Vince McMahon,
Big Show's got to be getting close.
Yeah, Vince McMahon, the oldest man in the company, is ageist.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway.
And no, he's not the oldest man in the company. Remember, Ric Flair is still employed.
I don't know. I think Vince might be older.
Well, let's find out.
Oh no. I have invoked the wrath of the library god.
Okay, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Currently, that's all the office that you're serving your company. There we go. Vincent McMahon currently clocks in at 71 years of age. He'll be 72 in August.
Okay.
Ric Flair. There we go. No, you're right. Ric Flair's only 68. You're right. That surprises me.
And Vince is in better shape.
Yeah. But Flair could still out wrestle him any day of the week.
Probably.
And elbow drop more microphones and shit.
Woo.
Yeah. Elbow drop more inanimate objects. Fair enough. Then yeah, Vince probably is the oldest guy around at this point. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So fair enough.
I also find it hilarious that Vince is like firing Tajiri for being 47 and Shane is how old? Isn't Shane like in his mid 40s?
He's older than that. No, he's 47.
He is. So he basically fires someone the same age as his son, yet his son still has a job and is still wrestling. The fuck?
Did you miss the part where you said his son? 'Cause
True.
I'm pretty sure that's the entire fucking explanation, let's be fair.
Pretty much.
Now we can understand why Tajiri got pissed off and middle fingered Vince and laughed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck you! I go back to Japan.
Basically. Can't really blame him for that.
Yeah. Although it is amazing that Shane isn't more fucked up than he is, considering how fucking crazy he is when he's wrestling. He's like Hardy Boys levels of nuts.
Yeah.
It's also hilarious. It's also hilarious that they decided to send Tajiri back to Japan for me, though. When Kenta's fucking 50.
Is he really?
Yes.
Yeah,
He turned
Kenta's been
50.
around for a while.
He turned 50 back in March.
They probably spent more on him though. So they got
Asuka's
him
about that age too. She's like mid 40s as well, because she's been around a while too.
Oh, let's see. Asuka. She looks damn good for it. No, Asuka's only 35.
Oh, I thought she was older than that, because
No,
she's
Asuka-
done a lot.
She has, but she
She's
just did
been
a lot in a
wrestling
very
a
short
long
amount.
time.
She just did a lot in a very short amount of time.
Fair enough. Shinsuke Nakamura is like, well, he's 38, but
Is he?
yeah, he's like upper 30s. He looks older than he actually is. He's only 30. He's like my age.
37, yeah.
Yeah, okay, he's exactly my age. Fair enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell him he looks older than he is.
Yeah, no. That would be ill-advised.
I value my teeth.
Well, part of it is because he constantly wears that stupid mouth guard,
Yeah.
Because he values his teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
unlike Jeff Hardy.
Basically. Anyway. So, with that mess over, we're going to move on to our main event of Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns.
And the final shocker of the night, because number one, did not expect the outcome. Number two, did not expect how the outcome happened. It's like, wait, what?
Yes.
And I just have to say preemptively, I'm sorry, John. I'm really sorry.
So we open the
You're
match.
too-
Braun Strowman comes out and gets ready, and then Roman Reigns comes out covered in body tape
And promptly gets buried.
from shoulder to chest. He throws some Superman punches and some spears at Braun Strowman, but it's not enough to overcome and a drive-by, but it's not enough to overcome the monster among men, who manages to gain the advantage and hit 2 running power slams in a row to pick up the victory. The crowd chants, "Thank you, Strowman."
I thought he attempted the drive-by, but Strowman caught him with a choke slam, like he did.
That was the first time. He hit it the second time.
Oh, he did it twice. Fair enough.
Yeah, the first time he got caught. The second time he hit it.
Fair enough.
So Strowman then throws Roman Reigns out of the ring, or I should say, he goes and gets the steel ring steps from ringside and brings them into the ring, and then picks Roman Reigns up and drops him face first onto them as they were sitting on their backs facing upward. And the steps are dented by Roman Reigns' face. And then Finlay and some backstage guys come out to chase Strowman off, and Roman is apparently bleeding. And they try to help Roman Reigns get up and walk backstage, and he refuses to be taken out on a stretcher as he limps up toward the announce table area and leans against the table for a minute. And I don't know, this is where the WWE Network stream ended, but apparently there was more.
The stream didn't end there. I saw the whole thing. But you missed one part in the ring where after he dropped him on those stairs, he then picked up the stairs and dropped the stairs on his ribs, and I think that's what caused the quote-unquote internal damage.
Right, yes, that he did do that. Yeah, it steps above his head and slams the steps down onto Reigns' motionless body. Yep.
Oh, actually, no. You know what it was? They showed it on Raw Talk. Raw Talk opened with it. So if you go on to WWE Network and go to Raw Talk for Payback, the first thing you see is immediately following the match. And also when he was going up the ramp, I think Strowman attacked him again. I could be wrong.
No, he made it to the announce table without getting attacked.
Okay. Because it opens with Reigns in the back, like
yes,
hobbling and being helped to the ambulance.
Yeah, I have it in front of me.
Yeah.
So Roman Reigns, at the end of the actual the pay-per-view proper, Roman Reigns is limping up the side of the ramp, and he pauses in front of the announce table leaning against it as the EMTs bring a stretcher over, and he refuses to get on it, saying, no, I'm going to walk out, despite the advice of everybody around him. And that's where the little date thing came up, and we ended out. But apparently, opening of Raw Talk, we cut to Roman Reigns limping to the back, who sits down in an ambulance that's available in the back. But Braun Strowman comes out of nowhere and charges at Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns' reflexes are fast enough that he dodges, and Braun crashes through the ambulance door instead, knocking himself out.
And ripping the door off its hinges.
Yeah, ripping the door off its hinges and falling into some boxes, and then Reigns hits him a few times for good measure.
Yeah, he basically, Strowman bull charges through the open door, ripping the door off its hinges, right into a conveniently placed wall of boxes against the wall of the parking garage.
Yeah.
Ooh-ah, 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 ooh-ah.
What?
He's Street Fighter dying.
Oh, I get it.
Or a reference that Jim would get, no, 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that either.
Star Kid.
Oh, sequel. Got it. Okay. Jesse, just pick up those boxes.
Pretty much. It's there for one purpose only, so I can fall through them.
Good times, good times. And they reset them up and they send somebody else through them. It's hilarious. Anyway, so following all of that chaos, Braun Strowman does get a victory for the evening. So we'll do Roman's points first. So Roman Reigns gets 8 points for competing in this match. He gets 4 points for it being the main event, which is going to earn him, bring him up to 12. And then 2 points for moves is going to be 14 points to Roman Reigns.
Specialty.
Wasn't a specialty.
Thought it was an ODQ match.
It was not an ODQ match to my knowledge.
Then why was he allowed to use like stairs and shit?
Because he used the stairs on him after the match was over. He dropped him face first on the stairs and then beat him with them after the match had been over, after he hit him with 2 running power slams and pinned him. There was no weapon used prior to that point.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway, so, like I said, Roman Reigns gets 8 points for competing. The problem is most of Roman Reigns' finishers were countered. That's the problem there.
Mm-hmm.
Because he hit a drive-by at one point, and he also managed to hit a spear, but that was all that he managed to pull off. So Roman Reigns is going to get 8. 2 for moves is 10, and 4 for main event is 14 points Roman Reigns.
Oh, no. We're going to have to go over this afterwards.
22. Okay.
Just so people at home know and they can check this out. You do know what today is.
Well, on my time, it's May 5th, but yes.
Yeah. Star Wars characters reimagined as WWE superstars.
Yeah.
I approve. Anyway, Braun Strowman is going to get a match victory. So Braun Strowman is going to get himself 30 points for winning this match. He's going to get himself 10 points for it. No, wait, it's not a specialty match. He's going to get himself 9 points for being in and winning the main event. Sorry. So that's 30, and that becomes 39. He's going to get 8 points for actually competing, is 47. He had 5 move points, is 52. He's going to get 4 for an out-of-match assault, is 56. 3 for weapon use during that is 59. And yeah, that's about it. So 59 points to Braun Strowman.
The monster among men.
So he clears at 59. Plus his existing 86 puts Braun Strowman at 145. And the top 10. All right. Let us go see where the scores lie. Refreshing all. Still in the lead at 1901 is Team Extreme. Followed closely at 1768 by Certified Jerkaholic. Still trailing at 1199 is Team Apocalypse. So what is that about? 70 would be 32. 133 points behind you. Jeff.
All righty.
1,
Do-do-do.
9, and I am at 1768. Okay. All right. So that's going to be Payback from 4. What was the date of that event? 4/30. Okay. Let's go to the leaderboards. Ranking by score. Coming in at the top of the leaderboards is the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy
Woo.
at 177, followed closely by the new Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss at 157, followed by Matt Hardy at 148. The Monster Among Men Braun Strowman comes in at 145 off his main event victory, just 2 points ahead of the new U.S. Champion Chris Jericho at 143. Just behind him is T.J. Perkins holding strong at 139. A few points ahead of Austin Aries at 135, who is just 2 points ahead of the retaining Cruiserweight Champion Neville, who is only 1 point ahead of Finn Balor, the Demon, who is a little bit ahead of Randy Orton, who rounds out the top 10 at 124.
Yeah, well, Orton's going to lose his spot to Rollins come Saturday.
Mm.
Orton didn't wrestle. Rollins had a main event. Orton didn't even fucking show up on SmackDown. Pissed me off. As far as I can recall.
Okay. Fair enough. And there we have Payback.
Woo.
Yeah. So this has been Payback per the usual. And we will see you on Saturday for our regular video, folks.
Indeed.
Hang on a minute, though. Where are we going here? No, go down, scroll down. Checking. You are correct. Randy Orton was not on SmackDown.
I believe Mahal wasn't even on SmackDown.
No, Mahal beat Sami Zayn on SmackDown.
Oh, that's right. He did have a match.
Bollywood Boys were in his corner for that match.
That's right.
So we will cover that on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, folks. We're always happy to have you here. And we'll, as I said, see you on Saturday for our regular scoring of Raw, SmackDown, and 205 Live.
Indeed.
We're going to start gearing up because coming up next is the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, Backlash.
With 100% more Shinsuke crotch.
Yeah, pretty much. See you next time, everybody.
Bye.